Hi guys, in this video we are going to develop an online-offline detector. We are going to develop it leveraging Navigator Online API that the browser exposes. So if I refresh the application, basically we are going to go offline and our browser will detect it, giving us this a nice toast. Then if I go back online, the browser detects it also and tells us with a toast that should arrive now. Here it is, you are back online. And the toast will stay there for 5 seconds. Okay, let's develop it. We will start from this index.html. We have nothing, only an empty body. We link to an external style sheet, the style.css. Then we are going to import from Cloudflare the font awesome icons, and I will insert the source code into the description. Then we are going also to reference an external JavaScript file. Okay, let's develop it. The HTML is not so big. It's just a couple of toasts. So we have a toast element, and inside it we will have an icon element where we are going to introduce a font awesome icon with classes fs and fa exclamation. Here we are. Let's place it there with this one here, and let's see our result directly into the browser. I use live server plugin in order to have my browser automatically refreshing. Here it is, the icon that we are going that we come to insert, this one. Then our toast will present also a sentence. Well, this is the offline sentence, so offline class, where we tell the user you are offline. Here it is. Then I can copy it. I will insert the class toast offline into the first one, and the class toast online into this one. You are back online. And here we have the two toasts. I need to change this icon. Okay, it's FA check. Here it is. So this is our HTML, basically a couple of cards, toast with inside an icon and a paragraph. And now we are going to style our two toasts, styling it into our external file, style.css. Here it is. I open it. Let me reduce this size. Okay, we will start with this file where I have just overridden some browser default styles, inserting a background color. Well, I can remove it, we don't need it. Introduced a font family sans serif. Here I declared a couple of CSS variables. Basically, we need them just to color the offline theme toast and the online theme toast. Then we have our body with a minimum height of 100 VH and the background color. And now we can start styling our two toasts. So the first one, well, they have a lot of styles in common. So both toasts have this toast class. I inserted it into a position fixed in order for them to always be placed there, and I place there by setting top to AM and right to AM. Here we are. Okay, they are one on top of the other. So for the moment, just for this demonstration purpose, I will move the online toast a bit lower. Setting the top to, let's say, 7 AM. Here it is. This is the online toast, this is the offline toast. Okay, let's continue styling them. We're going to insert a padding. Okay, 0.5 top and bottom and 1 AM left and right. Then a bit of border radius. 0.2 AM. Here it is, but to see it, we need basically to introduce a background color. Here it is. Perfect. Then we are going to insert the color. And here we will use one of the two CSS variables we introduced before. I will start with the error variable, and we can use it just by specifying var and inserting it there. If I save it, both have this color. Then I can change only the online toast. Let me change it there, so I can copy this line and selecting success. Here it is, the online has this color while the offline has the error color. Okay, then we can introduce a bit of box shadows. Okay, we are almost not seeing it, but it has a nice light effect, increasing a bit the font size. Okay, now we can just display the content to the center, and we can display it through Flexbox, where we justify the items. So not the items, but the content to the center in order to align it horizontally, and align the items to the center in order to align them vertically. Okay, we're done. Now we can style the icon, and then it's really it. For the icon, we can specify that we want the color to be white. Here it is. We do not see it anymore because we need also to specify the background color. And there again, we can use the CSS variable. Here we are. Then, well, obviously for the toast online, if I copy it here and I specify the icon, we want the background color to be success. Here it is. Okay, actually it's okay, the background color also, not the color. The color should stay white. Okay, and we specify success. Here it is. Okay, then we can specify the width and the height. The same for the height. Okay, perfect. We can align the content, and to align the content we can copy and paste these styles. Here it is, the content is aligned. We just want to add a bit of margin right there. Let's say 1 em. Okay, perfect, and introduce a border radius of 50%. Okay, I think we are done with the styles. Okay, we just need to introduce a conditional rendering in order to show either the offline, the online toast, or none of them. So there is a bit of conditional rendering. Where we can say that we hide our toast. Okay, at the beginning we can just say that we display none, and that we display them only when our body has a class online or a class offline. So if it's online, then our toast online should be shown, or if it's offline, then our toast offline should be shown in the screen, and we can display them back to Flex. Let me show it. If I inspect it, let me reduce the inspector size. Okay, we have them not shown because we have no body class. Okay, let me change it there, adding a class. If I save it, we will have the online there. Let me first remove this one. Okay, it will be there. And the same if I insert here the offline class. The offline will be present. Okay, that's correct, it works, but we do not have any animation, and we can't insert animation on a display property, and this is for this reason that we are going to hide and show the toast through the opacity in order to add also an animation. So I can specify opacity to 0, and also add it to a transition of 0.5 seconds, and in one of these two cases I can say opacity to 1. We are going to achieve the same effect. If I change it to online, okay, we will see later that it's going to change smoothly. Then we want also a little effect of transitioning to the top, so I can say that it's here top, let's say 2 em, and here down top 2 em, sorry, and on top there it's 2.3 em. So we will have this effect that it's going up. Okay, and we need to add also top to the transition in order to animate it. Okay, perfect. Now we can detect if our browser is online or offline. As we said, we are going to use the navigator.online. It's basically a property that our browser presents and that returns the online status of the browser. It returns true or false if you are online or offline. Not only that, we are going also to use window.addEventListener offline or online in order for the browser to automatically detect and execute a callback when the state changes from online to offline and vice versa. So we have already added to our index.html the external script. We open it and we are going to copy these two event listener. In this case, we are not going to console log in our callback, but we are going to call a function that we are going to code. Connection status update. Here we are. In both cases, we are going to call it. And now let's develop this callback. Okay. And we're going to check here inside if, as we said before, navigator dot online, then we know that we are online. And so we can, what we want to do at the end is add an online class to our body element. I'm going to remove it. So at the moment the body has no class. In fact, no toast is present there. So we can add it like that. Class name is equal to online. Okay, otherwise, sorry, I miss here a couple of parentheses. Otherwise, I copy this line there, but we are going to write that we are offline and to add a class. Okay, I save it, I refresh my page. Now, as you can see from there, I am online. If I turn off the Wi-Fi, I should go offline, and we saw also the animation working, our offline toast appear. Now, if I go back to online, we should see now our online toast appear. Let's see if we see it. Here it is. Okay, now we have a little problem that we show the toast, but we also want to hide it after some seconds. So what we can do is, in this case, to add a new function called showToast. Passing it if we are online or offline. It's an arrow function. And there we can basically add to the document class name either online or offline. If the parameter that we pass is true or false, we add online or offline. Okay, save it. And then with the set timeout, we can, after some seconds, let's say after 5 seconds, 500 milliseconds, we can reset the body class name by setting it to an empty string. And now we can call it from there. Let me remove this. Okay, just copy this one and remove those lines. Navigator is online. Okay, I refresh it. If I go offline there, we see the toast, and after 5 seconds we should see it disappear. Perfect. And now if I go online again, we should see it appear again. Did it appear? Here it is, and stay there for 5 seconds. Okay, I just noticed that I forgot a border to our toast. Let's introduce it just for style reasons. A border left of, let's say, 5 pixels solid and the current color. Here it is. In this way, if we are going offline, we should see it with a nice border left color. Okay, the last optimization we can do is that if we go offline or online very quickly, the two toasts can overlap. So what we want to do is just to save a reference to our set timeout and clear it at the beginning of the show toast. So we can declare we declare a variable, we set it equal to our set timeout, and when we call show toast, before doing anything else, we just control if we have it, then we can clear the timeout, passing the reference. Perfect. Okay, it should be ended. This is our final result. I'm refreshing the page. We are offline. If I now go online, we should see the toast appear. here it is, you are back online, and then it disappears after 5 seconds, here it is, and now if we are going offline, we should see this you are offline, and if we go back to online, we should see the toast again. Perfect, guys. This is the end of the video. I hope you liked it. For me, it was a pleasure sharing this knowledge with you. If you liked it, please click like, subscribe to the channel. I will put the source code link into the description of the video. Stay tuned because there will be more videos. Bye.